Incredible news, especially in pre-Columbian archaeological sites, this time located in Puma Punku. The mystery of Puma Punku has been solved finally by Mr. Joseph Davidovits. Joseph Davidovits is the father of the geopolymer science, a science that is practically brand new, only 3 decades old. Joseph Davidovits is a very special person. He not only has won national awards and been recipient of other high mentions in the academia, but also he has been awarded the Grand Cavalier Order of National Merit of France, given by the late President François Mitterrand. That tells us that the research done by Joseph Davidovits is paying after all these years. What happened is that originally Mr. Davidovits published a book called The Pyramids, a Mystery Solved in 1988, when he discusses that the stones of the pyramid were man-made, were synthetic. The same technology, some way, somehow, who knows exactly how, it was transferred to South America. In this case, in Tiawanaku, and of course too, into Cusco, in the Inca Empire. But this time, the research has been done in Puma Punku, and the famous iconic H structures are man-made, kind of ceramic, look like volcanic andesite. Seems to be volcanic andesite, but using the technique of SEM, S-E-M, the scanning electronic microscope, that were chosen specific debris in the area, are going to be cut and inside examined by this powerful microscope. It have shown that contains carbon, minerals, and nitrogen that are impossible to be found inside the volcanic andesite. That means that this binder, it creates a sort of ceramic that looks like andesite, but is not completely 100%. That means has been introduced by an ancient technique. That tells us that also the H structure that has been shown on different TV shows with different kind of theories, it shows in the surface bubbles, air bubbles that were trapped the moment this kind of concrete or super concrete that were poured by the workers, and when you mix it, it creates oxygen or bubbles, the same way when you mix Portland cement or concrete. This way, it tells us that this research is really amazing. I think it's the first step. It appears just a few days ago, as in this article, they're gonna see the picture, and it titles Ancient Organo-Mineral Geopolymer in South American Monuments. Practically a breakthrough. It's gonna rewrite history, it's gonna rewrite archaeology, and it will take a very difficult steps to be known and to be accepted by the establishment or the academia, because we know that the more we know about the past, we know who we are. And Mr. Davidovits has been doing this work for decades. And I've been following Mr. Davidovits, and I'm quite glad to tell this, for more than 15 years, when I originally published my book in 2006, Dioses del Pasado, Gods from the Past, the Enigmas of the Inca Architecture. When I state in my final conclusions that Mr. Davidovits had to be invited by official institutions, the Peruvian official institutions, and to proceed to do his research, of course, in Cusco. Now, according to the research done by the Joseph Davidovits team in Puma Punku, the huge stone slabs that are laying on the ground in Puma Punku with weights 180 tons to 150 tons in between have a flat, smooth surface. And the cuts, exteriors and interiors, are 90-degree perfect. That tells us that the lithic instruments and even the bronze tools are impossible to do those angular cuts as you see in this picture. Besides that, according to his research, which is ongoing right now, it seems that these huge stone slabs have a different compound, an ammonium organic compound, which is not part of volcanic andesite. All these stones were brought by the quarry, let's say, in the southern part of the Titicaca Lake in the Peruvian section of Mountain Capia or Cerro Capia. That were transferred or transported some way somehow into Puma Punku, Tiawanaku. However, this mix, the ammonia, located carbon ammonia, is very highly unusual. It also could be minerals, some sort of animal also substances, and nitrogen as well. That tells us that this binder used in the stone labs and the cuts are still a resource of research and telling us that things we supposedly to be known for centuries have been always being in front of our eyes. A different paradigm and a new information technology and technique and the science of polymer is giving us the answers. Let me add that the instrument used to do those cuts are not being found yet. Nobody knows. The speculation about this is that these tools were kind of flat and very sharp, like a screwdriver, let's say, and able to cut through in perfect angles. And also this perforation that you can see right now in the pictures are 1.5 or millimeter and a half in the circumference or up to 2 millimeters. Practically a puncture with a very sharp instrument. That is part of the mystery of Puma Punku, that the first step that this mystery has been around us for centuries is finally being solved thanks to the research of Joseph Davidovits. This is very important. This is going to continue. It won't be easy. I suspect it won't be easy. There will be some authorities and some scientists that will not like the same way his research has not been welcomed by Egyptologists. I hope that the open-minded of archaeologists and alike in South America can help to give all the permissions and the possibility to continue with this research that will open a new angle, a new paradigm into our past. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate you paying attention to my video. Please stay in touch. I will continue doing this because I've been doing this research also by myself. Well, with my book in Spanish, hopefully will be translated into English in major archaeological sites in Peru, Tiawanaku, and the remote Easter Island. Stay in touch. Thank you very much.